for a treat today because I have never been prouder of a robot that this team has produced, especially at this point in the build season. It is a beautiful machine. It's been working really well today. It'll probably screw up a few times here today, but that's great. So my name is Paul Lake, and I am the teacher advisor for the Buchanan Robotics team, the Bird Brains, and I've been with the team since its founding in 2004. So one of the things I'd like to do is give you a brief history of the team, because I know we have a lot of new team members and new parents here. So I'm going to give you a brief history of the team, and then I'll pass it along to the students who are the stars of our show today.
So let me introduce to you Doc 1. Over here. This is all that's left of it. Our team started in 2004. 2005 was our first season. It was composed of 4 adults and about 14 kids. The adults built the robot. The kids helped the adults build the robot as they learned how to do things. It won the Rookie All-Star Award at the Sacramento Regional in 2005. This robot went to championships. Then, the next year, the 3 adults who actually knew how to build robots left the team and handed it over to my capable hand. This robot, Doc 2, and by the way, we named our robot Doc after Doc Buchanan. And so every one of them, our robot is always named Doc, and we just number them afterwards. This is Doc 2. We have a nickname, it's called T-Lar. That looks about right. Okay? This robot was a terrible robot. It caught on fire. It was dead, 7 out of 10 matches. But I'm telling you what, the kids on that team, their resilience, their courage, they just kept fighting and fighting until in our last 3 matches, they actually made this thing score. And actually it was a real triumph because we didn't have the support, we didn't have sponsors or engineering mentors or those kinds of things that year. So we built a big pile of wires, but we really grew up as a team. Now the next year, and unfortunately Doc 3 is not here. Doc 3, we call it Rudy. That was a big year for us because that's the year that Pelco joined us as a sponsor. And we had an engineer that was helping us design it. And we had at Pelco, they actually stamped out all the machine parts and their own build parts for it. And it was not a horrible robot at all. That's about as much as you can say. But it was still, our team was getting better. Doc 4 is not here. Doc 4 is called the Blizzard. And it is, the carcass of Doc 4 is actually in the 300 cluster office. So if you're upstairs in that building, go take a look at it. The Pelco engineers really got into it, and they basically designed most of that robot for us and stamped out the parts, and the kids assembled the robot, and it was quite a successful experience. But that is the time when some of the engineers at Pelco started helping our kids learn to do computer-aided design. And our kids started becoming young engineers with Doc 4. Doc 5, there's nothing left of Doc 5. It's, I don't know, part of some Korean car now, I think. That's crap. But that was the first robot we ever built where students actually did most of the computer-aided design for the robot. And and it was kind of a funky looking robot. There's great pictures of it over here, so take a look at it. And it worked okay. But we had fun, but we were growing as a team. Our team started getting bigger and better. And then Doc 6, which also is no longer with us, in a better place. But that is the first robot we built where I went, man, this is a good robot. And we were competitive. And that is when Paris manufactured manufacturing, Bob came, where's Bob? He's over here somewhere. He started showing up, buying the kids pizza and stuff, and started, and we kids were designing parts, and then he would, make them for us and bring them, and we put together a pretty decent robot. Then right here is Dock 7, and we're now able to kind of keep our robots because we have a facility now. This is when the Energy Academy building opened, and I got put in that building, and then we actually had a home, a place other than a science department hallway to build robots, and it really shows. This robot finished fifth in qualifying and was the #3 Alliance leader at the Sacramento Regional, made it to semifinals. It was a very, very excellent robot. I'm very proud of it, and it was a beautiful machine. This is the first machine where we went to the white powder coating and all that, really slick. This is one of my favorite robots that we've ever built. This is Dock 8. Dock 8, we took it to championships. It did very well in regional competitions. It was an absolutely beautiful machine, rugged machine. This thing never failed. This thing fell, it did fall on its face a couple times, but we just pulled it off the floor and it was fine. So, Dock 12. And then, Dock 8. Dock 9, this was a struggle. This was a struggle. I think what happened was we were very excited by our success with Dock 8, but with Dock 9, we thought, well, let's really ramp it up. And I think it was we took it a bridge too far. It got too complicated. We had to change the design during the competition season, and we kind of did it a little bit. We got it to work eventually, but we also took it to championships. And this was the year that our team, this year, won the Engineering Inspiration Award, because our team was growing as a team, not only as a great builder of robots, but as a team that exemplifies the culture and the mission of FIRST Robotics. So very exciting to win that, and that got us an invitation to championships, and so once again we went to championships and struggled a little bit, but we had a great time. Then in 2014, this is a fantastic robot. This is Dock 10. Deca Dock, as we call it, has won awards. That year our team won the Chairman's Award for the first time. This really meant we arrived as a FIRST Robotics team. And this is really, this robot almost beat the Cheesy Foods. Central Valley Regional. We came so close. We were one penalty away from beating the overall best team in all FIRST. So this was the top excellent robot. He did great. And this, of course, is Dock 11, World Champion Robot. Not ready for prime time. But this team never quit, never gave up. We made improvements on it until it became one of the best robots in the country. And we were very lucky to get picked by the #1 Alliance, and they were very lucky to have us available to be picked. They would not have won without us, and we would certainly not have won without them. So that was our national season. And if your kid was on the team when we did this, I hope they made a lot of great memories and hold on to that, because you never know when lightning comes right again. But we're going to give it a shot.
Yeah, you can be the greatest, you can be the best. You can be the King Kong banging on your chest. You can beat the world. You can beat the world.
For Dock 8, but this year it's very strict. You can only hold one ball at a time. And each time you want to grab a ball, you need to go over the defense to make it a viable shot. So we need to be able to pick the ball as quickly as we can and with the least amount of trouble.
You had one ball in you already.
So right now when you watch the turret, it's taking samples and trying to auto-aim. So now it's aligned to the goal. Oh, it's trying to sample. Flight will ramp up. So you can see how efficient the intake is. It took less than a second to pick it up. Again, they're just doing samples. Once it lines up, it'll shoot.
Well, I think
Joined for Doc 9 up on stage, please. Okay, can I have the members who joined for Doc 10 season up on stage, please? Okay, and now for the members who joined for Doc 11. And then lastly, all of our members that have joined this year for Doc 12 up on stage, please.